G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life. And my little 130i has been putting in some serious work over the past few months since the start of 2024. At the beginning of the year, it had done just 125,000 Ks, the paintwork was immaculate, and the brakes and tyres looked pretty much brand new. However, since then, it's done over 10,000 kilometres in just 4 months, driving all around the South Island and up to Auckland twice, and it's been on a whopping 7 track days. It really is in desperate need of some improvements to the paintwork. It needs an overhaul of the brakes and new tyres, along with a few other interior and exterior enhancements. So today we're going to be giving my 130i a birthday. Let's crack into it.
The first job was to sort out the brakes. The pedal was an absolute sponge fest after 7 track days, the pads were down to almost bare metal, and the rotors were a bit warped. So I ordered some new Brembo rotors for the front and rear, new brake pads all around, and we drained and rebled the brake fluid too. We also connected the annoying brake pad wear sensors together so that it would get rid of the light. While it was up on the hoist, we also did another service. A friend of mine also sold his 116i and gave me the spoiler off it so that I could put it on to sharpen up the rear end of mine, and then me and Jack cracked into installing some LED angel eyes to sharpen up the front. The interior is really well looked after on my car, however it was missing a velcro holder for the floor mat and one of the covers for the isofix points in the back. So I went to pick apart and got the interior bits I needed and installed them. I also got my dent man in to sort out the dent in the door, and then it was time to give the car an almighty good clean inside and out. The South Island road trip certainly wasn't kind to this car, and it was covered in tar and road spray. But with some effort with the clay bar, it came up looking good as new again.
I just love how distinct the paintwork is, It's so slick and easy to dry.
I vacuumed the interior and wiped down all plastic surfaces, and then it was time to get some new tyres. I must say, I would strongly recommend these Pirelli Power Gs. For only $900 a set, I got 8 track days and 20,000 kilometres out of them. And I could keep up with Yaris GRs on slick tyres, and in the wet, the car would step out very predictably, but grip when I needed it to. Sure, there are no Pilot Sport 5, but they also cost half as much. Compare that with the ditch finders on the front of Angel's Z4, and it handles dangerously badly in the wet, and not that great in the dry either. So, while I was up in Auckland, I loaded the 130i to the brim with 2 near new Pilot Sport 4s for the front of her car, and a set of 335 IS wheels coated in almost brand new Pilot Sport 5s for mine. With the new LED angel eyes and spoiler installed and the whole car polished up, I set to work installing the final exterior upgrade. Take a look at how it turned out.
Well, there we are. My BMW 130i is complete, and I couldn't be happier with my little car. It is honestly the best car that I've ever owned. It's such a good drive, brilliant steering feel, lovely noise from the straight 6. It's fast, it's really torquey, perfectly predictable power delivery from the naturally aspirated straight 6, no turbos to get in the way. I've done 18,000 kilometers and 8 track days with really no issues to speak of at all. It's definitely a car that disproves the whole BMW's unreliable stereotype. This thing has been absolutely bulletproof, especially given what I've put it through. It's quick enough in a straight line to put a smile on your face and give your passengers a bit of a shock. With the new sticky tyres, you can turn it in and it grips so predictably through these corners here. And yet, once you're finished with all your thrashing up a road like this, oh, it is so good. It turns into a perfectly civilized and lovely to drive car. It has done everything that I could possibly throw at it so incredibly well. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Kiwi Car Life. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time.